how to really love yourself. When people tell us, you need to love yourself, you need to love yourself, it's like, okay, like I hear what you're saying, but what do you mean though? It's easier said than done. Yeah, you can tell anyone you need to love yourself, but what is the actual act of loving yourself? What are the actual details? What is the step-by-step manual to loving yourself? In this video, we're talking about how to actually practice loving yourself. Number one is eating foods that make you feel good from the inside out. Foods that are living, alkaline, healthy, clean living foods. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, smoothies, fresh fruit juices, teas, herbs, things that make you feel physically good and also clear your mind. One thing that you have to do is you have to pay attention to how certain foods make you feel after you eat it. Foods should never make your stomach hurt. They should never make you tired. They should never make it hard for you to go to the bathroom, right? That's how you know what you're eating is not conducive to your higher self. When you eat certain foods that make your stomach hurt, for example, like when I eat Alfredo, mac and cheese, certain dairy foods and processed meats, fried foods, it literally hurts my stomach like right after I eat it. When I drink super sugary drinks like iced tea, sodas and things like that, like I can immediately feel the effects. If the food that you're eating is making you feel bad while or after you consume it, that's not showing yourself love. That's just falling victim to your temptations, right? And you don't want to continue to put yourself in this vicious cycle of having stomach aches, having weird, painful bowel movements, having a cloudy head, not being able to focus, not being able to sleep for a full 8 hours, certain things that just interrupt your daily schedule. In order to break that cycle, we have to improve the way we eat. Okay? We have to eat to live. That's how we love ourselves. We give ourselves the best, not the worst. All right? Number 2 is exercising your body, getting active, dancing, hiking, exercising, getting that good sweat in, right? Just moving your body, it feels so good. It clears your mind. It really does kind of like start your day off in the right direction. Sometimes when I wake up, I just wake up so overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, I have so much to do today and I don't even know where to begin. So before I start this day and just make myself stagnant and overthink myself to death, I'm just going to put on some clothes, go out in nature, get a good workout in, just go hiking, and I'll figure everything else out later. So when I'm outside in the sun, getting that vitamin D, getting energized, sweating, getting that good workout in, releasing those endorphins, it's just like such a refresher. And not only that, but as I'm consistent with my hikes, I just look better. Like I look in the mirror and my midsection is getting firmer and firmer every other week. My legs are getting more toned. My arms are getting more toned. It's just like working out. It gives you a mental refreshment. It works out your body and it also makes you just more confident. Like you look at yourself in the mirror and you're actually pleased with what you're seeing. The progress that your body makes, it's just motivating. It's a boost of confidence, and it just makes you feel good about yourself. Like, I don't think anything actually compares to seeing your body transform in the mirror over time. That has to be one of the best feelings ever. Like, your whole life can be in shambles. Your money can be doing crazy things, your career. I mean, you may be falling out with everyone in your life, but if your body is transforming because you're eating right and working out, I swear everything will feel okay. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life. Eating right and exercising and seeing your body transform literally will make everything in life okay. I swear. All right. So eating right and exercising are the top two ways, in my opinion, to start to practice loving yourself. So another way to really love yourself is to set boundaries for yourself. Learn how to say no. If you are an overgiver and you're used to bending backwards for people, even when it's an inconvenience for yourself, learn how to set boundaries for yourself so you don't waste energy and spread yourself thin. If you don't know how to say no, I use this trick that really helped me, right? When people call my phone, and these are certain people that I know ask me for something like every other time they call my phone, then I don't answer and I tell them, text me, right? I always give the illusion that I'm busy doing something, so I never answer the phone. A lot of times when people who are good at persuading people need something, they'll call you so that they can complain and show all this emotion over the phone so that they can get you to feel bad for them, and they'll ask you for a question right after or a favor right after. And after you just heard their complaints and, things like that, it's like, how could you say no? But I need time to think personally. I need time to really think, do I have the money to give this person? Do I have the time? Do I have the energy? So when people call me, I send them a message and I say, listen, text me. If it's important enough, they'll text you. And if it's not, shoot, they'll call someone else's phone. Okay. But then let's say someone does text you and they ask you for a favor. Let's say you don't want to do it. You don't have time. You don't feel like it, right? You just say, well, I don't have time today, but if I become free, then I'll let you know. Or if this person wants to borrow money, it's, well, I don't have it on me right now to give, but if that changes, then I'll let you know. That phrase, I'll let you know, has saved me from wasting my energy so many times. So when people are asking things of you and you just don't have it to give at the moment, whether it be time, energy, effort, money, anything, don't be afraid to set up boundaries for yourself and say no in a nice, respectful, soft way. You don't have to be mean to anyone. You don't have to be strict, but you do have to have clear boundaries for yourself so you don't spread yourself thin. All right. Protecting my energy is something that I struggled with for years, but I had to learn it because I used to literally have animosity for people that I did so many favors for because I just didn't have the energy to do it, but I was doing it anyway. And it wasn't their fault. It was my fault for saying yes. And when I realized that it was my fault for saying yes, then I had to make the necessary changes within myself. All right. So 4, how to really really love yourself. Stop engaging in toxic activities that waste your energy. One of my most toxic traits that took me so long to shake, and not only shake, but just realize that it was toxic in the first place, is constantly venting, gossiping, and just pouring out my feelings emotionally every time I felt something. I would have friends and cousins around me that I can just call all day, talk to for hours about nothing important. And I didn't realize how toxic that was until really I turned like 30 years old. I didn't realize how much energy I was wasting and how I was using all that energy in a negative way until I realized that too many people know my business. I didn't even feel comfortable with what I was telling people and at the frequency I was telling them my business. Like, I had to look at myself like, hold on, girl. Everyone knows your business. Everyone is poking their nose in your business and judging you and criticizing you, and your business is being spread around. And it's just like, that wasn't a good feeling to me. You know, so I had to realize, yeah, I'm definitely the problem in this situation. And I need to learn how to control my emotions. And if I need to get it out, then I have to find a productive way to do it. So now, instead of calling people's phone and having all this word vomit and venting and gossiping and stuff, I just make these videos. It's way more structured. You know, it actually adds value to the brand that I'm building, and it actually adds to me. Gossiping adds nothing to my life. Talking about people behind their back adds nothing to my life but drama. So if that happens to be one of your issues, in order to really start practicing loving yourself, you have to learn how to alchemize that energy into something positive. You have to get rid of those toxic habits. And it can be any other toxic habit, whether you like to drink a lot, you like to smoke a lot, you like to waste a lot of time on your phone or on video games. You have to really be honest with yourself. If you were to stop doing one of these habits, it'll change your life. What are those habits, right? What are those vices that are so hard to get rid of, that you make excuses for every time you do it, but you know you feel bad deep down inside? You know, you may make excuses for yourself and tell yourself, oh, it's not that serious. You know, other people are doing way worse, or other people are doing way more. But you know, deep down, you know that you're not supposed to be doing it. And if you stopped today, your life, just the whole quality of your life would significantly improve. All right. So if you really love yourself, acknowledge all of your bad, toxic habits and work on letting them go. Number 5, last but not least, how to really love yourself, right? What can you start practicing to raise your frequency and feel more whole and content and happier in life? Keep your area clean. Listen, for all my people out there that don't like to clean up after yourself, don't like cleaning up your dishes, you're probably like a little hoarder sometimes. You have to learn how to keep your area clean. A cluttered space is a cluttered mind. That's what my mother used to always tell me when I was younger. She used to obsess with keeping our house clean. With 3 kids and a husband, it's like you have to, or everything's going to be out of control. But yes, a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. You can't even think clearly. You can't even think 5 minutes ahead when your room is dirty, when you have all those dirty clothes that you know you need to wash and fold. You can't even think what you have to do today when the sink is just filled up with dishes, when you know you have to vacuum, right? Having a space that's clean and clear helps you think. Literally, it helps you think better. When my space is cluttered and there's clothes and garbage everywhere, I can't even begin my day. Like literally, like I can't even begin my day. Before I start, I have to clean up first. I feel like my life has to be on pause until everything is clean. Like that's how serious I am about keeping my place clean because I can't think clear. So if you know that's one of your problems, then you need to get used to cleaning up every single day. You know, back then when I was growing up, we used to have like a cleanup Sunday where every single Sunday my parents would blast reggae music and R&B, and we used to clean the entire house and do laundry. But as I got older, I realized that every Sunday is not enough. My apartment can get dirty in literally 12 hours and look like we haven't cleaned it in a whole week. So I had to get accustomed to cleaning a little bit every single day. And that includes cleaning up your dishes every time you use a dish. I was used to just leaving dishes in the sink and waiting for my mom to clean it or whoever's night it was. But now that I'm living by myself, and after that, I moved in with my boyfriend. It's like I have to learn to clean almost every time I put a dish in. And that wasn't something that was normal to me. Like I wasn't used to that. But I had to get used to that because if I didn't clean every single time I put something down or put something in the sink, our place would look crazy so quick. So get used to cleaning up something right when you misplace something in your environment, right? If you cook, clean up the dishes while you're cooking so it's not so overwhelming when you're done. After you eat a bowl of cereal, just wash out the bowl. Don't think, oh, it's just one dish, What's one dish gonna hurt? Next thing you know, you turn around, there's 12 dishes in the sink and now you're overwhelmed, So just take it slowly. Take it one dish at a time, or one piece of clothing at a time, or one piece of garbage at a time, and just keep your area clean and get used to cleaning every single day, because cleaning is not a once a week on every Sunday thing. It's really and truly an everyday thing. So, yes, you guys, those are my 5 tips on how you can actually begin to practice loving yourself, okay? Because we're not entitled to peace and happiness. That's something that we have to work for and maintain and be knowledgeable about, because if we don't know actually how to obtain that, then we may be lost for a long time. All right? So if you are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications and share this video to anyone you feel like needs to hear this message. Always remember, grow in peace, and success is a journey, not a destination.